After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Simmons to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Got his man. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Slips through the line, and there he goes. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Finds his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State.
Preseason rankings may not mean that much in the grand scheme of things, but the hype factor, man, off the charts when you start the season as the top dog.
Preseason #1 ranking, part of that because of the success last year, part of that because of the talent they have on the roster. But, David, now you've got to go out and prove it. And I know this team has been very hungry and very excited to finally do that today.
Yeah, and you're the #1 team, so you're getting a lot of pats on the back, and I think the coach is going to be like, all right, listen, let's go earn this. This team has done nothing. We haven't earned anything. Today starts that march where we get to earn something.
Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Simmons throws to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Hardy. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback making checks. The run inside. It's Hardy.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season. Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great play by the linebackers. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Say it. Punch it out of the air. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. They'll try to run for it. There he goes. Lowers those pads. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Hard running there. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got a little grass. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to.
He's loose. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Throw it, say it. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense getting set for first down. On the run, it's Jackson. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking to buy time. Got a man. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Pressure coming. Breaks into the open.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Here's Sayin to throw. Under fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, Missouri! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Cross. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Sayin scrambling away. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Running inside, it's Jackson.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Snags it and he's open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll move the tight end. Julian with the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They think there's room to run to the right here. There's some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. He now has 53 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Say it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Fires to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got...
He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Buckeye. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's a give to Hardy. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. With the catch, it's Harris. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You lived.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Still on his feet at the 35. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Here's Simmons to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Here's a heat. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
From the gun on third down, Simmons works the middle of the field. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Simmons. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Dances away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Might be changing the route. Simmons from the gun on third down. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Throwing, say it. Under fire. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun on third down, say it. Going deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with the 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball great with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big 3rd down stop.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Virginia Tech Hokies. And it's the Fighting Irish who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your...
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here's Sayin to throw. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. They get to him as he throws. Working the middle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throwing.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Again, it's Sayin. Fires to the middle. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Hey, guys, I'll tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this 2nd half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They go right back to Hardy. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense. He's at the 40. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
That's the kind of play that might happen only one time in your life if you're lucky. It's like a hole-in-one in golf. Pollock, a 99-yard touchdown run.
When you get almost 100 yards on the day, you're happy. But when you get it on one carry, it's even better. They give it to him. Once he gets past that second level, no one catches him all the way to the house, 99 yards.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The throw to the outside is complete. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Throwing Simmons. He'll pull it down and run. At the 45 on his way.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
Fires on the move, and he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
It is good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Coming out with it, it's Cross. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll move the wide receiver. Play fake, Julian Sayed. The short hands, it's Roberts. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Sayed finds his man. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Buckeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Complete on the left to Smith. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Sayin back to the air. Now adjusting. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He might want another play. Here's Simmons to throw. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking to pass, it's Simmons. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long. Missouri wants to go fast. Simmons unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up any.
Makes the grab in their space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Might be calling a hot route. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Back to throw, it's Simmons. On the move to his left. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And that is just what you want. You get a first-and-goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Throwing Simmons. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Tigers. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure. Turning it on! He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense...
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Say it. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Sayin on the play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown. And this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Pass to 50. The 40. The 30. Inside the 10. He takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. Here's Simmons to throw. He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th.
And with that 2-point conversion, they tie it up. Great job of executing at a critical moment here in the second half. But right now, guys, it feels like this is anybody's game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cross. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Throwing, say it. Now improvising. Got his man. Gets away from one, finds room. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
The run inside. It's Jackson. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll run it. It's Jackson fighting off the defender. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They'll run it from the gun. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Now the Tigers will use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. The Buckeyes with an answer.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop, and you win.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Simmons. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air, it's Simmons. He's got him this time. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Throwing Simmons. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Third down, they need 12. Last chance coming up. He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off for the third time today.